Greetings fellow vision wielders, today we're doing something different. I'm going to be talking over this video I have of clearing the Nightmare Trace acquisition quest with just MRs or less. I think they're all MRs at this point. Not using any URs naturally. I didn't get all the missions, but I did get the hardest one, the kill 3. I managed it with this team. That was my last stream. I was trying to pull this off. I did not successfully do it, but the rest of the day it was bothering me, so I gave it another shot. And I did manage to clear the mission. I did manage to win. And we're trying out, and then I just figured I'd record it, I'd cut this video, but it has been such a crazy week and I have not gotten around to actually cutting this video. I decided to just go ahead and double purpose this. I can't make the stream this weekend, going on vacation for 4 days, which will hit both the stream day and the wrapping the news day. I will try to wrap the news the next day. Not so sure if I'll be able to go and do that, but I will definitely be back the week after. I also rolled for Ildira. Oh, and sorry, let's talk a bit about the run and I'll get back to the other news. But I did roll for Ildira, but again, slammer of a week. I haven't been able to do much of anything, so I'm just gonna let this run while I talk. So to back up on what happened, we run up with Helena and she casts an Imperial over there, and even if you do that, they will walk straight into it. You'll hit kill Fein the 2 turtles, and then after that it's just a matter of using Twisting Shield Breaker with Trace, which you just saw, and then Dario can wrap it up and kill 3 with his Taunting Spellbind. So that's how I did it, and I immediately run back here in order to save myself and try to weather the storm. Now, I actually believe that this is doable with just MRs. Perhaps I just have to play a bit more careful and maybe change the sub on Helena from Time Mage to White Mage so that she can drop some cures alongside Cadia doing it. But anyway, so yeah, that's the kill 3, perfectly replicable because it happens up front. You only need a 120 Dario for it. He is one of the greater choices, the better choices for a 120S MR, because he's a tank, and those usually will do well, just like Marial, for those who've watched my light selection quest clears. And they say Nasha is also pretty good. So yeah, Dario a good pick. For me, it was mostly because he is the love of Venera's life, and so since Venera is my favorite character in the game, I only thought it appropriate to get him to 120 as well. So yeah, here we are just really kiting back, building up some AP. As long as you survive those 2 initial barrages, you should be good, which means you build mostly defense. And maybe don't put Cadia right there where she can get shot. This was the first time I made it this far after the clear. What I tried the first time I cleared was to charge up, and that might be smart. The last wave spawns at the bottom of the stairs, so if we're at the top, we have the advantage of positioning. We can rain Hellfire on them. Well, in this case, we can rain Banish and Comet on them with Cadia and Helena. It's really tough fighting upstairs. If for those of you who watch the stream, you remember how hellish this was. So really just turtling up here. I'd love to make a fancy run where, you know, we charge through everything heroically, but this is the only way I've seen I've managed to clear this mission. So really just camping out here, setting Dario up with some protect so that even if the rangers keep dropping attacks on him, he weathers the storm. He's got mostly magic defense to survive Mariel coming in, and natural magic defense. He is a magic tank. And then, so yeah, still here, still waiting for the baddies to come down the stairs. Just build AP. Try not to get hit. Dario's hate is gonna be running out soon, so figuring out where to put him. I was trying to build up hate again, as you can see, so make sure he eats all the attacks. This is actually a mistake here. Some of the attacks will wing Lorelia if I put Dario here, and that's probably why I lost units. The only mission I didn't clear was survive with all units, because I did get the second, the hardest one, which is to kill 3, and I did it up front, so it's very replicable. I just really haven't had the time to get back to this because it's been such a slammer of a week leading up to the vacation I'm gonna take. But yeah, I did also roll for Valentine, Sweetheart Eldira. I got her in 50 rolls, I think 60 rolls if you include the paid 80 Mind Sphere one. So yeah, Lorelia not really the greatest here, but not many alternatives to bring. Cadia doing a lot of work, seeing us through while we waited out, get the enemies to come down. Dario, definitely the damage carry here. If you want to map Trace, because she is a chainer, I can see her being useful in guild raid, I mean, and PvE. Definitely not a bad idea, I think. Might even be a good idea. I don't think it's a great idea. It's still an MR, so if you're short on resources, remember that your URs will get you into higher range than your MRs. Even your low cost, like 80 cost, 70 cost URs, that's how I think it is. So yeah, it's we're going to the point we're just gonna try to whittle them down. And the idea here also is to kill Marielle last, because she's the one, her death is what spawns the last few waves. The three guys will show up at the bottom. Yeah, I think a healing Esper would have also been better here. There's no healing cap for this mission, so it would have been great to help them survive. I also screw up a bit here, a bit later on with the positioning and everything, which is why I start losing units. That immobilize pretty good. Really hampers your ability to finish this mission, because of course you'd want to move Dario up, let him be away from Lorelia at this point so that she doesn't get winged when he gets attacked. And then they've built a place where you can do a fort. These tables, these desks here actually really help keep some of them safe, but at the same time, if you see Cadia there, if you put her up where Lorelia and Helena are standing, she can't actually cast Protect or Curada on Dario. Oh, and that's another reason I was contemplating a change in sub-job for Helena. She has Curaga where Cadia doesn't. So, sub-jobs, let's talk about the setup a bit. Dario is Spellblade. I think he's Spellblade 2. And then you have Trace, who is running her main job, I'm pretty sure, as a sub-job. And then you have Cadia with her, she's a cleric, right? And she's White Mage sub, naturally, for more cure. Lorelia is Ranger sub, and then Helena is Time Mage sub. The haste is, I've just been dropping haste on Cadia to keep her healing and keep her healing Dario, because it is hard to keep up with the rate of attack that these enemies are putting out, the rate of damage they're putting out on them. Really exciting stuff. When I was playing this mission, it felt like playing, if you've ever played an MMO where the hate control and healing control is really tight. It felt like that, but doing it alone, naturally. So there we go. We've got most of them down now. The next step would be to really run up and kill those two. At this point, Marielle will run out of AP, so she's gonna start basic attacking, which she's not great at. But I really screw up here because I have this smart idea of transpositioning Trace away from the line of fire, but at the same time I tried to drop a Cura on an area, on somebody who's going away, thinking, you know, this will drop fast enough, and then I don't check, right? So what's gonna happen is they're gonna swap and the Cura ain't gonna hit who it's supposed to hit. I'm just scratching my head here because I don't know, I'll get screwed up so bad. And here Marielle could already be dead with a basic, and I get a little bit impatient. Oh no, I don't, thank God. But these two people with the low HP die to exactly that. So maybe I should have killed her anyway. But because 3 mobs will spawn if I do that, I'm not actually sure how it would have gone if I didn't screw up my position swap with Trace. Regardless, I don't know if I'll have the time to try this again before the quest is gone. But I'd sure love to. And do the same with Silma's quest, which is becoming permanent. this week it's becoming permanent, I think. Permanently available for everybody to do, so that you can always max out your silver if you want. Which is the best way, to give us welfare units. They're gonna give us nice welfare units. Like Lucio, his quests are always around, so I think that's better. Anyway, they're not that easy to get. So a new player, if he joins on the week that a free MR releases, he'd have to spend pots to refresh the brutal or the high difficulty quest and get shards, right? It's very unlikely that they'll be able to finish the nightmare quest, and that's fine. That's how it's been designed, so that's totally fine. All right, so this is me just trying to stay alive. Like, see, it's really a staying alive kind of deal. I know you can hear the BGs up in your heads, like as we do this, trying to find the best way to kill these two rangers up here. My thinking is if I can kill them, I can definitely kill the 3 other guys that spawn here at the bottom. I think it's a samurai and 2 energists, I think. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah. Really just grinding it out here with these guys and trying to stay alive. We're lucky that Helena popped, what do you call it, Regenerator. Of course, calling in the summons for the stat buffs for the team. Those stairs are really hellish because I could have been hitting the mobs earlier in wider AoEs. Yep. See, look at that. Eroga Blade does go range 3, I think, and it'll go through things, like 3 people can get hit by it. But because of the stairs, it's not working, which is like crazy because, you're imagining an anime. That wouldn't stop an attack of that shape from hitting 3 people, right? But I guess it's like that's the way the game was designed. Just gotta deal with it. I start working on Marielle at this point with Banish for 571 damage. It's kind of comedic, but it is what it is, right? And then same thing, we're gonna try and hit her with spells or buff our team, but it's really not, like, the range is too far. And Helena doesn't have much left. I was checking, can I dispel this Heckin Immobilized? No. So I think I'd end up waiting. Yep, I end up waiting. Okay, drop a Banish and run. Yep. And then Marielle's gonna come for us. High place Banish. We can reach her from here. Good. Dario gets in position. I put him here so he gets in position for the 3 incoming units. Then there you go, that's another comment or ruin, and then Dario gets in position. He's fresh out of TP, and he's got a lot of AP, so that's fine. Marielle ain't dead yet. I don't think the Banish will hit fast enough. Yep, she gets a last smack in, doesn't die. Like, I feel like I'm totally in control of the mission, but at the same time we don't got any way to bring back any of our friends. I'm not even sure, was this the run where I tried to race Trace twice and failed both times? Yeah, I'm out of race, so yeah, I was trying to race her and it failed both times. Right. It is what it is, and then here we go. Great Storm, so it goes through all 3 of them, and I was hoping for stuns, and this was, I don't know if it's just lucky how big this is in the greater scheme of things that I managed to stun the 2 Energists, giving me a whole turn of everybody getting 1 shot in before they come in and hit us back. Maybe it was rather significant. Not actually sure. Just that samurai did significant damage too. Yep. And then there you go. Finish 1. I don't know why I didn't do the one that goes through 3 people like I was talking about. Maybe it just only goes through 2. But anyway, this is pretty much 1. I'm pretty surprised at this point. Like, oh, I didn't really think it was doable, considering how hard it is. But yeah, turtling down there and taking a desk. Now go in a school. That's why you should go to school, kids. Is because of this. Because you can hide from the mobs and build up some AP. And she's out of attacks. I ran back. I should have just smacked the guy in the face, right? No reason not to. And when you're relying on your cleric's banish, you know that you've run the tank dry. In contrast, running this on what do you call it, with URs was like you can auto this. You can auto this with URs. So yeah, really interesting run this. I had fun. I even lose Cadia here at the end, but anyway, we've lost units. So I wouldn't have changed anything. Failed to attack with a basic, and there you go. And that's it for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Really helps the channel. And I will get back to our regular programming after just this brief hiatus, a brief break of no stream this weekend, and a later wrap release. Hope everybody's doing great. See you all again next time. Cisco's out.